What's up, YouTube? Aka here. In spite of the new ban list that has surfaced, I will be bringing you guys an updated deck profile on my mermail Atlantean deck that I've been working on. If you've seen my first one, you'll see some significant changes. I went from a 42 card deck. Now it's just a 40, but that's not the point. I didn't just take out 2 cards. I actually did some work and I changed it up. So I put in 1 Molten Glacier. I wasn't running him before, but I changed my mind. I wasn't playing the deck good, so I put him in since I'm learning to play the deck more correctly now. 2 Controller, 2 Genix Undyne. Reason why I run 2. I was running 3 in my first video, but now I'm only running 2 because Genix Undyne is searchable. 3 is really cloggy, and there is always a chance that you open with Controller in your opening hand, and if you do, and if you run 3 Genix Undynes, you have one Genix Undyne that can go off out of 3. But if you run 2, you'll have, and if you open with this, you'll have 1 Genix Undyne out of 2. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, I'd rather have 1 out of 2 live than 1 out of 3 live. And he's searchable. Still 2 Diva. For my Atlanteans are pretty much the same. 2 Infantry, 3 Marksmen, 3 Dragoons. For my mermails, 2 Pike, 3 Lind, 1 Abystheus, 1 Lead, 2 Megalon. So in my first video, I was only running 1 Pike, but then I figured running 2 makes the deck so much smoother, especially with 2 Undyne and 2 Pike. That just makes this deck so much smoother. 3 Lind, still. I've been debating. I wanted to see what this deck is like with 2, but no. So pretty much almost the same. I was running 2 Abystheus. Abystheus is a really good card, but 2 is just way too cloggy. You only need 1. It's because he's not searchable. He's only searchable through Lind and Sphere. He's not searchable through Dragoons because he's an Aqua. But he's a super good. Like, if he's in your opening hand, and if you're able to special him, you get a Pike from your deck to your hand, then you can normal Pike, and then get your Genix Undyne, and then just go from there. But you only need 1, and then the 2 Megalo is pretty standard. For my spells, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, 2 MSTs, 2 Salvage, 1 Allure, 1 Pot of Avarice. Pretty much the same. And for my traps, it's 3 Sphere. Because of the new list, well, I was only playing one warning to begin with, but 1 Judgment, 1 warning, 1 Torrential, 1 Mirror Force. I've been thinking about the Mirror Force, and running double Torrential, so we'll go from there. My extra deck is pretty much the same. Army Arm, Librarian, DeLorean, Gunneger, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Mistworm, Gachi, Leviathan Dragon, Zenmains, Levier, Tempo, Cowboy, Abyss Dweller, and Abyss Gaius. I have yet to get a big eye and a catastor. So if any of you viewers do have any, PM me and I'll talk to you guys about that. If it's up for trade. For my side deck, I changed it up a little bit and I'm still working on it. It's still in the works, but right now it's just Reaper, Dino, 2 Veiler, 2 Snowman. I don't think my monster lineup is gonna change all that much. I like how it is. For my spells, MST, the third MST and 2 Soul Takers. Pretty much standard. Soul Takers for dragons and the Shining, so they don't get the effects. MST, pretty much I just set it in for macro, or if they tend to have a little bit more back row. But I'm probably going to keep my monster and my spell lineup. And for my traps, yeah, I need to work on it. 2 Mirror of Oaths, 2 Dust Tornadoes, 2 Fiendish Chain. No, 2 Dust Tornadoes. It does seem kind of weird running citing 2 Dust Tornadoes and an MST, so I'm thinking about that. Fiendish Chain is pretty standard. But the reason why I run Mirror of Oaths is for Rabbit. And because if you're lucky enough to get it, have it sent when they summon Rabbit, you can destroy the 2 monsters, and you get to draw a card off of it, as long as they're special summoned from the deck. And since Sangan is gone, you don't have to worry about them tour guiding into Sangan. They'll probably tour guide into Tour Bus or Night Assailant. So yeah, I just like it because you can draw a card. And if they have macro out, they'll get removed, so it's like a bottomless plus a trap, plus a draw. But it has to be from the deck. So pretty much cards like Rescue Rabbit, Tour Guide, Glads. I mean, Glads still show up at my locals from time to time, so it's like, mine as well. It's also good with some other cards that I have yet to find out what they do, but anything that are pretty much special from the deck. But you can't activate it during damage or whatever, so you can't use it against Marksman when it summons from the deck. But if you can also use it in the mirror match if they grab Lind or Sphere, and then they grab like a Megalo, you can destroy the Megalo and get a plus out of it. So this is pretty much the deck that I'm going to be taking to locals. I mean, not to locals, but to regionals coming May 9th. And I hope to see some of you guys from Oahu on regionals. Like, subscribe, help me out. Please put questions and stuff in the comment section, and if you guys want me to do a video, I'll do it. Also, yeah, if you guys have an extra catastor or a big eye hopefully laying around, let me know and we can work something out. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be the deck that I'm running for regionals. See you guys later.